Export-import practical. Learn from real entrepreneurs. Topic: Disadvantages and advantages of exporting. The export-import business can be one of the most profitable businesses, if planned properly. However, the disadvantages and advantages of exporting and importing are the concerns for new starters. That's why we would like to invite you to this video to have a more objective view of the EXIM business, which is being concerned worldwide. First, we will explain the main disadvantages and obstacles for exporting business. Later we will discuss the advantages of exporting and the benefits it can give to your business. Part 1. The disadvantages of exporting. 1. The dynamics of export markets. Not all of the items in your country will be easy to export. Exporting to foreign markets requires a lot of planning, effort, and analysis. Sometimes things are not under your control. For example, when the demand from foreign markets is declining, the supply will increase, because the output of major producing countries is still increasing. Then it can be difficult to find new customers with a satisfactory price level. If you want your business to survive, it is inevitable that you supply something which is valuable and competitive in that market. 2. The right products and the right market. It is difficult to find the right product for a specific market. It requires many things to be accomplished: market research, research of other enterprises that provide similar products, indicate the pros and cons consumers. After the series of hard work, in order to have a successful product, one might have to repeat, and to even compare, and contrast the two markets when venturing into a new area. Presuming that a successful product in one place shall be the same in another can lead to major loss of money, as the result may not be the same. 3. The tariffs. Export taxes are enacted by the government to manage exports to be the most beneficial to the country. This tool is usually applied to a few export items, to supplement the state budget, and restrict exports, to fully meet the domestic consumption. An import tariff is a tariff that the importing country imposes on one unit of import. Therefore, it will increase the total costs for the enterprises who are doing the importing. If one country raises the import duty significantly, it will reduce the volume of the products entering into that country. USA-China trade war is an ideal proof and example of this. 4. The quotas. Quotas are construed as state regulations on the highest number of items, or groups of enterprises, that are permitted to be exported. The exporting country will set an export quota, to adjust the number of exports, and improve export efficiency. The importing country will set an import quota to limit the number of goods imported into the country, to protect domestic production, and improve the balance of payments. Like tariffs, both export and import quotas can be a disadvantage. 5. The technical standards. In order to export to Europe, for example, most of the developing countries' businesses are still unable to meet strict food safety and quality regulations. Facing the trend of global integration, the wave of import is growing strongly. All import and export companies must have methods to comply with strict food hygiene and safety regulations. 6. The currency exchange rate. The exchange rate is the purchasing power of one currency against another. If the exchange rate rises, which is equivalent to the increase in the value of a foreign currency against the local currency, then export activities will be encouraged. Conversely, if the exchange rate decreased, it would inhibit the development of export activities. 7. The complex procedures and documentation. Complex procedures and documentation in export-import business is sometimes the biggest barrier for the exporters-importers today. The procedure is still cumbersome. Lack of transparency makes businesses costly and difficult. 8. Relationships with partners. Most of the businesses themselves perform all stages of the import and export processes and activities. This will lead to businesses will take a lot of time, and sometimes have difficulties from the partner. Therefore, you should pay attention to establishing and maintaining good relationships with professional partners such as cargo transportation, customs services, banking, customs services, representation attorneys. 9. The National Infrastructure Systems. The national infrastructure system has a great impact on exports. A country with a developed system of roads and bridges will contribute to promoting products and improving the ability of enterprises to participate in the international trade market. In contrast, the system of seaports, railway stations, and unloading stations, which do not meet the minimum technical requirements, will cause suspicion from foreign partners, and it is likely that they will lose some export-import opportunities. 10. The financial capability. Some exporters do not aware of the importance of prices in global markets. The competitiveness is still low. Much of the pricing is based on competitors' prices. The exporters are not active in researching the market needs to formulate price strategies. Starting an exporting business has challenges and disadvantages, like every business. But these challenges and obstacles can be overcome if your activities are properly planned. The advantages of exporting to foreign markets and business opportunities it can give you will obviously outweigh the challenges and disadvantages. In the next part of this video, we will discuss about it. Part 2. The advantages of exporting. 1. Advantages in business opportunities and business development. There are endless export-import business ideas and opportunities, but not every business is going to have a smooth and easy success. But the import-export business itself is an open forum for all who want to start it. You don't need to have a perfect background, you don't need a college degree, you don't need to come from a business school. In this business, career opportunities and income are completely open and there are no limits. 2. Limitless market. The main advantage of exporting. Limitless market and benefits it can give, compared to the local markets, are the main advantages of exporting. It is also important to understand that the more you export, the more advantages of exporting and benefits you will get. Foreign markets are huge, and every small or medium-sized exporter should plan properly and target the selected countries at a time, not all at the same time. 3. Exporting can provide protection from downsides of the local market. If you are exporting to overseas, then most probably, the situation there is better and demand remains stable. This gives exporter an opportunity to survive if you rely more on export markets instead of the local market. Exporting to foreign markets can lower the risks and protects you from the downsides of the local market. This is a big advantage of exporting, which can save your business. 4. Foreign markets can have higher prices than the local market. Because different countries have different climates and conditions, usually, the farther you go from your country, the better the price can be. This is sometimes the main reason companies looking to start exporting overseas, in the first place. 5. The government will give benefits for exporters. Exporting the goods abroad is the only business activity which brings money into your country and creates a fiscal surplus. That's why governments give many direct and indirect benefits for exporters. Governments are giving partial or even complete tax refunds for exporters. Also, the VAT tax is not applied to the exports. 6. Payments for your goods can be received faster than in the local market. In some local markets, if the competition is high, it is normal that buyers will pay you during 2 to 3 months after goods sold to them. If you are exporting and all is planned well, contracts are solid, you can expect the payment to be in advance. 7. Possible to lower your business costs. Exporting big volumes will give a chance to lower your own costs if you produce the products yourself. Also, it is possible to push your vendors and ask them to lower the prices for you, because you are purchasing goods in a bigger volume than normal. Similarly, you can ask prices and costs reductions for all the services you are consuming. The reason is the same, you are ordering more than normal. 8. Possibility to expand and grow further. Selling only the local market puts you strict limits for further expansion and growth. Meantime, focusing on foreign markets can give you almost limitless growth potential. This is an advantage of exporting which can allow you to 5, even 10 times revenues. 9. Benefits of using technology. Virtually all of the goods produced today are associated with scientific and technological achievements. We are living in a period of technological development. Businesses including import-export which has applied technology can develop and expand. Conclusion. Starting an exporting business has challenges and disadvantages, like every business. But these challenges and obstacles can be overcome if your activities are properly planned. We encourage everyone considering starting an export-import business to continue and take the action. The rewards can be life-changing. Export-import Practical is educating new and established enterprises to grow their export-import business. Register now for the starter course below and receive the best offers from our advanced program.